Yep, put it in there. Yep. All the way to the bottom. Get it really well soaked, everything in there. There you go. We're soaking the steel wool in vinegar. Okay? Doesn't that smell awesome?
Nope. Vinegar's my favorite. I'm gonna say yes.
Yum. Steel wool and vinegar. Okay, if you're gonna leave it in there, just go ahead and leave it in there. Flatten it out maybe a little more. Open it up. Get that vinegar in there. Let's get all that much of that out of there. Okay, is that good? Okay. Let's go ahead and put it. Actually, you want to put it in there? Put it in the jar. Go ahead and put the lid on. Screw it on. Now let's wait 5 minutes. A lot of things. Thanks, guys. You got me good for now. Talking with other stuff. There's a lot of things. Here's another thing that heat can do. And press the 0 to mark it down to 0. There we go. We got 0. Let's try to get it. Actually, you can spray it on there. Keep spraying alcohol in there until we get a 1 over here. We're going to be adding alcohol into this metal tray. Keep going, right there. Okay, we got a 1. Now, I'm going to have, you know how to turn this on? Can you press on here? You don't see it, but this is on fire.
I see it.
You see it? Now, we're going to read to you.
Alcohol, I know, oxygen.
It went to 0, it went to -2. I don't know if we got it on. Oh yeah, it's like the whole thing. This is steel wool. What's it made of? Hint, it's in the name. Yes, which is what? Metal. This is steel wool. Malia made it into a really cool shape. Let's see what happens when we add a battery to it. That this steel wool is catching on fire. Take a guess.
Because it's metal and it's melting, and also what are you going to do with that? And why is that jar filling up with 9?
Wow, it went up by a lot in the temperature. It is warm now. And look at the color. It oxidized. That means the vinegar went around the wires and it stripped them. And then the metal oxidized. And now it is having a reaction.
It's going
Okay, here we go. 2 grams. Let's set it on fire. You're correct. Even though it burnt, it probably weighs around 6 grams. The metal has a protective coating that the vinegar removed. You guys remember that part on that one? On this one, it burnt. And when it burned the metal, guess what the metal did? Guess what the metal's doing when it's burning? is capturing oxygen. What is oxygen? What is the technical term for it? Yeah, but what is the technical? Carbon dioxide is CO2. So what is oxygen? O2. O2 came into the metal, it captured it, and this weighs more now. A lot of people store steel wool in toolboxes in their garages. And when they put this in the cabinet, but they also don't even think about it and they put batteries in the same box. Fires every year started by steel wool and batteries, believe it or not, is pretty high. It happens a lot. It's a common mistake. Who would think that putting steel wool to a battery would cause it to burn? We just didn't really think that it would have any kind of reaction, but it does. Because when you put the positive and the negative through the wire, the electricity goes through the wire, it keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until it heats up and it catches fire. Then it starts collecting O2. Then the oxygen starts coming to the metal and it makes it heavier. But more importantly, this thing's already on fire, which could burn down the house. Very important, batteries are nothing to play with. You have electricity, they can burn down places, they can create fires, okay? So be careful with batteries, even though it looks harmless, you put it in your pocket, but as soon as you start doing positive and negative, we're gonna have a problem. All right, we're gonna go. And the more oxygen it has, the faster it's going to burn. So the more oxygen, the faster it burns, and the heavier it's going to get.